Saab, a name once whispered with admiration by car lovers, engineers and rally fans alike. Known for bold safety features, turbocharged innovation and aircraft-inspired design, Saab was unlike anything else on the road. But how did a company so ahead of its time disappear from it altogether? This is the story of Saab, its rise, its fall, and the spirit that never quite faded. Saab didn't start with cars. In 1937, Svenska Aeroplan AB was born to build military aircraft for Sweden. Precision, aerodynamics and engineering excellence were part of its DNA from day one. After World War II, Saab needed a new direction. With aircraft orders drying up, they shifted gears, literally, and entered the world of automobiles. The result? The Saab 92, launched in 1949. Compact, rounded, and incredibly aerodynamic, it was designed by aircraft engineers who didn't know the rules of car making. And that's exactly why it worked. With front-wheel drive, a lightweight unibody and a design tested in a wind tunnel, the 92 was more than quirky, it was revolutionary. Saab had arrived, and it was already different. As the decades rolled on, Saab doubled down on its unorthodox philosophy. In the 1970s and 80s, the brand became a pioneer of turbocharging, not just for power but for cold-weather efficiency and responsive driving. The Saab 99 Turbo changed the game. Then came the 900, a sleek, futuristic wedge that combined aircraft ergonomics with everyday practicality. Inside, drivers found innovations like the night panel, which dimmed non-essential dashboard lights to reduce distraction. The ignition? It was between the seats. Why? So the driver wouldn't break their knee in a crash. Every detail had purpose. Saab wasn't chasing trends, it was chasing logic. And that logic earned them a loyal following of thinkers, academics, and engineers. Saab wasn't just a car, it was a mindset. Saab's difference came at a cost. By the late 80s, innovation wasn't enough to keep them afloat. In 1989, GM took a 50% stake, then bought Saab outright. At first there was hope, better funding, global reach. But compromise followed. Saab's unique identity faded as models became rebadged versions of other cars. The spirit was lost. By the late 2000s, GM was in trouble. The 2008 financial crisis hit hard, and Saab, already struggling, was on the chopping block. In 2009, GM announced it would shut Saab down unless a buyer emerged. There were efforts to save it. A brief sale to Dutch automaker Spyker sparked new hope. But by 2011 production halted. The final Saab to roll off the line was a 9.5 sedan, sleek, advanced, and full of promise that would never be fulfilled. After over 6 decades of innovation, the factory doors closed. It was the end of an era. But Saab wouldn't vanish completely. In 2012, a Chinese-backed company called NEVS, National Electric Vehicle Sweden, acquired the brand's assets. They had a bold vision, transform Saab into an electric car leader. They even relaunched the 9.3 as an EV in China. But there was a problem. They didn't own the Saab name or its iconic Griffin logo. Without its identity, even a rebirth felt hollow. Despite some promise, NEVS struggled. The Trollhättan factory stayed mostly quiet. In 2023, operations were suspended indefinitely. Saab, reborn as an electric ghost, had faded once again. And yet, Saab lives on. In online forums, at car meets, on frozen backroads, you'll still find people driving and restoring Saabs, fans who admire their boldness and soul. Saab never followed the rules. It built cars for people who asked why not when others said why. From fighter jets to family sedans, Saab's story is one of innovation and unforgettable character, gone from the factory but never from the hearts of those who value originality.